smashed position, I can go from outside to this position. Now, the argument previously was that, well, it's vulnerable to counter leg locks. It's like every position is vulnerable to counter leg locks if the person knows sequences, knows the right sequences. And the sequence we showed earlier is actually pretty powerful. I'd almost prefer to be here because it's a little harder for them to get that arch grip initially, right? Just a little bit harder, and it gives me a leg press. So when they try to peel this foot off, it's a little harder as well, right? Because I'm kicking my legs rather than just trying to keep them hamstring curled in, okay? And from this position again, I grab the heel, I put the pinky toe tendon against my pec. I recommend throwing the legs outside. Just as a sort of note, throwing the legs across the body, whether they're inside, there are ideas here, okay? And these can work. But if you notice, I start losing the pressure on the inside of the knee, and that's really what does the breaking. So if she's good, she keeps my feet separated, she maybe even underhooks or whatever, and now she starts counter leg locking me. All right, so I recommend bringing your legs to the outside, especially when we want to finish the break. And if a training partner is good, when my legs get thrown there, they won't let my legs go back, right? Which is why we started from this position, which is why we might end up with someone smashing us. From here, it's hard for the person to come on top and smash you, but it's hard to finish the heel hook. So even if I get the heel hook in here, a good player is not going to let me just take this leg and come outside. A good player is not going to turn. They're going to take the arch control grip and start working their knee outside the line of their ankle and hip. And now I've lost everything, right? So I recommend starting here just because this is the only position that will last. This is the only entanglement that will survive the previous counters we went over. Okay, so we might have to start here and then we might get smashed, but that's okay because we have a good answer.